What a night for the Boston Celtics. After a shaky December, the C's have flipped the script in 2025, showcasing a defensive prowess that has fans buzzing. Did you see how they held the Rockets to a mere 30 points in the second half? That's the kind of grit and tenacity we need as we head into tougher matchups against elite teams. Stick around, because we're diving deep into this defensive masterclass and what it means for our championship hopes. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video to stay in the loop with all things Celtics. The Boston Celtics are back, and they're sending a message loud and clear in 2025. Defense wins games. Just look at their recent performance against the Houston Rockets, where they only allowed a jaw-dropping 30 points in the second half. That's right, folks, 30 points. They completely shut down Houston's offense after halftime, demonstrating a level of defensive intensity that had been missing for a spell. Head coach Joe Mazzulla called it a team effort, and I couldn't agree more. The Celtics came out of the locker room in the second half like a different team. They were blocking shots, generating steals, and applying relentless pressure. It was a defensive masterclass, and it was exactly what this team needed after a shaky December. After all, December was a rough month for the reigning champs, finishing with an 8-6 record that left fans feeling uneasy. But this recent performance, this was a statement. Let's not forget how they initially struggled in the first half against the Rockets. Houston had their moments, especially with Jalen Green lighting it up and the Rockets capitalizing on offensive rebounds. But the Celtics responded in the second half like a team that knows they have championship aspirations. They shut down Houston's scoring options and made things incredibly difficult for players like Dillon Brooks and Cam Whitmore. You could just feel the momentum shift as the Celtics tightened their grip defensively. The win against the Rockets isn't just another number in the win column. It's a turning point. Kristaps Porzingis mentioned a look-in-the-mirror meeting after the game, and I think that speaks volumes. This team knows it needs to elevate its defense if they want to compete at the highest level, especially with tough matchups coming up against teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Denver Nuggets. Now, here's where it gets interesting. As we look ahead, the Celtics have set the tone for 2025. This recent road trip is crucial, and they're already 2-0, having faced tough opponents. The way they manhandled the Rockets is a testament to their growth and resilience. But as we all know, the NBA season is long, and consistency is key. So I ask you, is this the right path for the Celtics? Can they maintain this level of intensity and defensive prowess against elite teams? I'm honestly a bit divided here. On one hand, their recent performance gives me hope. On the other, I know that the NBA is unpredictable, and we've seen teams struggle to keep the momentum going. It's all about building on this foundation. The Celtics need to keep applying pressure and not let up. They've shown they can do it, so the challenge now is to replicate that success night in and night out. The fans are watching and the expectations are higher than ever. And what about the emotional stakes? As a die-hard Celtics fan, it's exhilarating to see the team rally together and respond to adversity. You can feel the energy shift in the TD Garden when this team plays with that kind of intensity. It's infectious, and it makes you believe that anything is possible if they continue this trend. Kristaps Porzingis spoke out recently about the Boston Celtics' need for a little self-reflection before heading into what is arguably one of their toughest road trips of the season. It's interesting to note that even after finishing as the best team in the NBA last year, the Celtics are not resting on their laurels. They went 8-6 in December, and while that doesn't seem catastrophic, it was enough for the team to hold a looking-in-the-mirror meeting. This shows their commitment to continuous improvement, and honestly, it's what we love to see as fans. Porzingis emphasized that teams are always gunning for the Celtics, bringing their A-game every time they step on the court. This is a crucial point. The Celtics have a target on their backs, and every opponent is eager to take them down a peg. The adjustments they discussed seem to have paid off, as they've kicked off 2025 with 2 solid wins. A tough battle against the Minnesota Timberwolves was followed by a decisive victory against the Houston Rockets, where they held Houston to just 30 points in the second half, a defensive showcase that really highlights their potential when they're firing on all cylinders. Now let's talk about Porzingis himself. He's been a pivotal player, and even though he hadn't played since that Christmas Day loss to the Philadelphia 76ers, he came back strong against the Rockets, contributing 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. That's the kind of performance that can shift a game. What I find particularly exciting is his statement about how things started clicking in the second half. This kind of chemistry is vital if the Celtics are aiming for a deep playoff run. Looking ahead, the Celtics are facing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are riding a remarkable 14-game winning streak. This is going to be a true test of Boston's mettle. They haven't won in OKC since March 2022, which adds another layer of pressure. It's crucial for the Celtics to not only break this streak, but to also prove they can contend with some of the best teams in the Western Conference. And here's where it gets personal for us fans. We want to see our team rise to the occasion, but we also know the stakes. How they perform against the Thunder and then the Denver Nuggets will be telling. It's about more than just wins and losses. It's about establishing dominance, building confidence, and fine-tuning their game for the long haul. So, I have to ask, do you believe this was the right move for the Celtics? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, I admire their self-awareness and willingness to improve, but on the other, I wonder if the pressure to constantly elevate their game can become overwhelming. This is the balancing act that championship teams face, and it's a roller coaster of emotions for us fans. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you all think. How do you feel about the Celtics' strategy moving forward? Are these meetings and adjustments what the team needs to stay ahead of the competition? I want to hear your thoughts, so drop your comments down below. As we gear up for this pivotal matchup, let's keep our fingers crossed and our spirits high. This is the time of year when every game counts, and every decision can change the trajectory of the season. If you're as passionate about the Celtics as I am, remember to like this video, share it with your fellow fans, and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any updates. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to stay in the loop with everything Celtics related. Let's keep the conversation going and support our team as they strive for greatness.